In this video, we're going over the new top 5 meta loadouts here in Black Ops 6 Season 5 Reloaded. I will be going over both 5 as well as gunfighter class setups. Let's get into it. And by the way, if you need help leveling up all your weapons but don't have enough time to play, Cactus has you covered. They offer services such as max leveling all of your weapons and even unlocking camo challenges all the way up to Dark Matter. So for cheap, reliable, and safe Black Ops 6 services, check out Cactus, and you can use my discount code EARS to save off your purchase. Link is at the top of the description. For class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the AK-74. This assault rifle received a buff this update, making it a lot better than it was before. It has more damage. Now for the optic, I do recommend putting on either the Kepler Microflex or the V-Reflex. Both are great options. For the muzzle, we are 110% going to be running the compensator to bump up additional vertical recoil control, a nice attachment on the AK-74. For the barrel, we are going to be utilizing the long barrel to give us the maximum damage range, so we get the fastest and most consistent time to kill. Definitely a worthwhile attachment on this assault rifle. For the underbarrel, we are going to be utilizing either the vertical foregrip or you can rock the G grip. Both are going to be great options, improving your recoil control. Either it's going to be your horizontal recoil, recoil stabilization, or if you're running the G grip, you are going to have the added benefit of improved hip fire to ADS accuracy. The vertical foregrip is going to be a nice choice. Same thing with the G grip. For the magazine, we are going to be utilizing extended mag 1 here, giving us a very healthy 40 rounds, so you can outgun more than one person at the same time without having to reload. Now, on the rear grip, I do recommend putting on the commando grip on every single assault rifle class setup, because we are taking advantage of aim down sight speed, jumping sprint to fire speed altogether, and jumping aim down sight speed. A nice attachment to bump up that close and medium range performance, so you can outgun other submachine gun players if you do get caught in a close range engagement. For the stock, we are going to be rolling with the Infiltrator stock, a great attachment on the AK-74, drastically improving your aim walking movement speed, so you can walk around aim down sight, ready to win each and every gunfight. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are going to be utilizing rapid fire, which is going to be bumping up that fire rate, giving us a faster time to kill. The cons are going to be completely irrelevant because we are running a bunch of attachments that are going to override all of those. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment setup, you are going to be very happy because we do have an AK-74 loadout that is going to have a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walk movement speed is really quick, as well as very controllable recoil. One of the best assault rifles to use in the entire game. I highly recommend going ahead and checking this out. Obviously, at extreme long range, like with most assault rifles, you are gonna have the burst fire, but as you can see, you are gonna be able to get the 3-shot kills to the head with this weapon because it is going to be high damage. This is, again, one of the best assault rifles used in the entire game here in Season 5 Reloaded. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment loadout, what you are going to have to do is remove the optic. Don't really think it's necessary. It's going to be a personal preference attachment. You are going to remove the extended mag 1 choice as well as the Infiltrator stock. This is going to be a nice 5 attachment setup because we are still going to have a decent iron sight, in my personal opinion, great handling as well as recoil control as well. And you can also rock additional perks or streaks to really go ahead and dominate lobbies. And obviously, we are still able to get those 3-shot kills to the head. This is a high damage AR. One of the best weapons to use in the entire game. Do not sleep on it. For class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the KSV, one of the fastest SMGs here in Black Ops 6. Now for the optic, the Kepler Microflex or the V-Reflex, again, both are going to be great choices. For the muzzle, we are going to be utilizing the compensator. For the barrel, we are going to be rolling with the long barrel to give us the fastest time to kill with that improved damage range. For the underbarrel, I do recommend going ahead and running the Ranger foregrip on the KSV to bump up additional sprinting movement speed and horizontal recoil control, a nice attachment. For the magazine, we are going to be utilizing the extended mag 2 option, giving us a healthy 50 rounds, definitely worthwhile on this submachine gun. For the rear grip on every single SMG loadout, it's a good option to run the ergonomic grip. This is going to be improving your dive to fire speed, slide to fire speed, aim down sight speed, which is huge, as well as jumping aim down sight speed, helping us out at close ranges. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the balanced stock, which is overpowered on the KSV, improving that strafing movement speed altogether, hip fire movement speed, and more aim walking movement speed. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are going to be running recoil springs to help smooth out that recoil pattern, giving us improved horizontal recoil control and vertical recoil control. Definitely worth checking out. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment KSV loadout, which honestly is a little bit overpowered, you can see here we have fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, as well as very, very controllable recoil. One of the best SMGs to use in the entire game. Obviously, at those medium range, you are going to have to burst fire like with most submachine guns, but this is going to be a fantastic setup to go ahead and use if you're trying to dominate at any and all ranges. This is one of the best SMGs to run here in Black Ops 6. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment loadout, which is what I recommend, you are going to remove the recoil springs, the Kepler Microflex, or whatever optic you do want to use. And you're also going to take away the extended mag 2 option. This is going to be a very fast submachine gun setup because the handling is going to be on point. The iron sights are amazing in my personal opinion, and we still have controllable recoil. Obviously, you're going to have to burst fire at those longer ranges, but this is one of the best SMGs to use, especially if you're somebody who likes to run and gun. You are going to absolutely love it because you can outgun other KSV users that are running bad setups, LC10, as well as JACKAL PDW and C9 users without a problem. For class setup number 3, we're taking a look at the SWAT 5.56. This assault rifle did receive a buff this update, making it a lot better. For the optic, we are going to be running the Kepler Microflex. This is a great choice with this weapon. Now, for the muzzle, we are going to be utilizing the ported compensator. This is going to be improving your first shot recoil control and vertical recoil control. On burst weapons, this is going to be your best choice. For the barrel, we are going to be rolling with the reinforced barrel to give us improved damage range as well as bullet velocity. So we can have a very consistent 3-round burst marksman rifle, assault rifle. This thing plays kind of like both because it's that good. For the underbarrel, you can go ahead and skip over this depending on your setup, but for the 8 attachment loadout, we are going to be running the Ranger foregrip, so we can have improved sprinting movement speed and horizontal recoil control. Definitely a worthwhile attachment with this marksman rifle, assault rifle hybrid. For the magazine, we are going to be utilizing the extended mag 1 option here, giving us a healthy 45 rounds. There really is no drawback, so make sure you guys go ahead and use this. For the rear grip, we are going to be rolling with the commando grip. Even on the marksman rifles, this is a massive W, giving us improved aim down sight speed, jumping sprint to fire speed altogether, and jumping aim down sight speed. You can't go wrong with this. For the stock, we are going to be rolling with the balanced stock here. This is going to be nice on the marksman rifles because we're going to have improved strafing movement speed altogether, hip fire movement speed, and aim walking movement speed. Definitely worth checking out so we can have a little bit more of that assault rifle handling. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are going to be utilizing the recoil springs option to go ahead and smooth out that recoil pattern and make sure the bursts are going to be easy to control. We've improved horizontal recoil control and vertical recoil control. Definitely worth checking out. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment SWAT 5.56 loadout, you are going to be very happy because we are going to have a marksman rifle that has a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walk movement speed, as well as the capability of getting very, very consistent 1 burst kills. This is one of the best assault rifles, marksman rifles to use in the entire game. As you can see, this thing is going to be a monster at literally any and all ranges because we have a setup that's going to be giving us a ridiculously fast TTK, and you can just hold down the trigger to fire it. This is something you should not sleep on 100%. Now, if you do want to only run the 5 attachment setup with the SWAT 5.56, what you are going to have to do is remove the recoil springs option. You are going to remove the extended mag 1 option and I do recommend going ahead and taking off the Ranger foregrip. It's not necessary with the 5 attachment build because as you can see here in the firing range, we are going to have a setup that's still going to have great handling as well as the capability of getting very consistent 1 burst kills. And it's going to be super easy to use even without the Ranger foregrip. The only thing you're really going to be losing out on is going to be your sprinting movement speed, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal. For class setup number 4, we're taking a look at the JACKAL PDW. This submachine gun is amazing. Do not sleep on it. For the optic, if you do want to run one, you definitely want to put on the Kepler Microflex. For the muzzle, we are going to be rolling with the compensator. For the barrel, you do want to utilize the reinforced barrel on this submachine gun, allowing us to outgun players at those medium to longer ranges. For the underbarrel, it is a great option to use the Ranger foregrip. For the magazine, we are going to be utilizing the extended mag 1 option because we have that healthy 40 rounds. For the rear grip on every single submachine gun loadout, I do recommend putting on the ergonomic grip. For the stock, we are going to be using the balance stock, which is incredible on the JACKAL PDW. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are going to be utilizing recoil springs to help us out with the recoil control. Overall, a solid submachine gun, 8 attachments, definitely not necessary on the JACKAL, but if you want to go ahead and build an overpowered SMG loadout, as you can see, you have a build that is going to have controllable recoil, a clean optic, as well as a fast time to kill. Definitely worth checking out, but at the same time, I feel like a 5 attachment JACKAL PDW is going to be the way to go. Now, speaking of a 5 attachment JACKAL PDW, what you do want to do is take away the recoil springs, the Kepler Microflex, as well as the extended mag 1 option. This is going to be a very basic class setup, but again, it's going to work. Fast sprint out, ADS is incredibly quick, and walk-in movement speed, as well as controllable recoil. Iron sights are amazing. Definitely one of the best weapons to use in the entire game because we're going to have a submachine gun loadout that has great damage, handling, as well as recoil control. You can't go wrong with this. And finally, for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at the trusty XM4. You can't go wrong with this assault rifle. For the optic, the Kepler Microflex is going to be a fantastic choice. For the muzzle, we are going to be utilizing the compensator here. We don't want to have any recoil at all. For the barrel, we are going to be rolling with the long barrel, giving us the maximum damage range so we can have a fast time to kill. For the underbarrel, we are going to be rolling with the vertical foregrip. For the magazine, we are going to be using the extended mag 1 option, giving us a healthy 45 rounds. For the rear grip, we are going to be rolling with the commando grip. This is great with this assault rifle. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the infiltrator stock. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are going to be rolling around with the recoil springs option to go ahead and smooth out that recoil pattern. Once you build this 8 attachment XM4 loadout, you are going to be very happy because we have a build that has a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and again, 0 recoil. One of the more consistent assault rifles in the entire game. You can't go wrong with this. I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy this class setup because it simply works. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment class setup, what you are going to have to do is remove the recoil springs. You're going to remove the infiltrator stock as well as the extended mag 1 option. This is going to be a very basic full auto XM4 loadout, which I know a lot of you guys enjoy. We still have great handling here, and the recoil control is still going to be on point. One of the easier to use assault rifles. I think a lot of you guys will be able to drop your highest kill gameplay or potentially your first nuke. So definitely go ahead and give this class setup a try. These are the new top 5 meta loadouts to use here in Black Ops 6 Season 5 Reloaded. Now, for the remainder of all of my class setups, I always rock the Strider .22 with its 3-round burst mod. This is a great secondary to run. Just in case you do run out of ammo, you can always fall back on this. I do recommend running the knife, and for the tactical, you want to put on the stem shot. The lethal, you want to equip the blast trap. The field upgrade, the assault pack, and for the perks, Black Jacket, Dispatcher, Bankroll is going to be the best combination when trying to get your streaks fast and drop as many kills as possible. Now, for the wild card, if you are running more than 5 attachments on a class setup, Gunfighter is going to be mandatory, but if you are not running more than 5 attachments, put on High Roller, which is going to be giving you a 4th score streak so you can really take over the lobby. Now, for the score streak combination you want to utilize the UAV, you also want to run the Grim Reaper, you want to utilize the War Machine with the High Roller Wild card, as well as the Harp. Because once you go ahead and get all of your streaks, let's say you're already on a 10, both the Grim Reaper as well as the War Machine are going to be counting toward the nuke. So let's say you get 10 kills in your Grim Reaper, and then you get another 10 kills in your War Machine. That's going to be 20 additional kills added to your nuke streak. And if you're already on a 10 when you get everything, you just got your first nuke. Simple, easy. Definitely go ahead and check this out before it potentially gets patched. Definitely worthwhile. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of these class setups. And if you enjoy these builds and end up tearing up lobbies, come back to this video and let me know your best gameplay. If you guys enjoyed, feel free, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, been in your ears, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.